Hi, my name is Susan, and I'm going to talk to you about something that is near and dear to my heart. It was introduced to me by my mother. She was a semi hippie, and look at what's on my neck. I'm going to explain to you what is it and why is it there. She was a hippie, and we grew up in California, and she was into the macrobiotic movement. And what the macrobiotics is a movement that people only eat whole and natural foods. I haven't followed through with it since I've been an adult, but I grew up with it all my life. A lot of movie stars are into it too. We would go to a restaurant on La Brea in Los Angeles called Naka, and it was the best macrobiotic restaurant I've ever been to, and we would always see movie stars there. And it's about eating only stuff that would be existence, I would say 400 years ago. Nothing processed, no polished rice, only whole grains, vegetables, seaweed, and all kinds of good stuff. But today I'm going to talk about some remedies. There was a lady who was a big player in the macrobiotic movement, and her name was Cornelia Aihara. And we used to go to her summer camps in Northern California, and we would only eat macrobiotically. And she was a healer. She healed, and she has all kinds of remedies. And this is a remedy for a sore throat without going to the doctor or without getting antibiotics or any kind of medicine. It works for me every time, and that's what I'm telling you. Last night, my throat was hurting really bad. This morning, it's gone. And it's because of one of Cornelia Aihara's remedies. She was an amazing person. She wrote this book years ago. Mine is so used. Look at this. It's broken, but I still follow it. I have another one in a folder, but I just wanted to show you the cover of this. And I'm going to read how to cure a sore throat through macrobiotics. Okay. A sore throat is not a disease, but rather a symptom of many disorders from the common cold, influenza, and hay fever to tonsillitis, strep throat, and diphtheria. A sore throat that doesn't go away and or is accompanied by a fever, cough, swelling, or other symptoms should be checked in order to determine the underlying cause. According to our macrobiotic understanding, sore throat problems are almost always due to eating and drinking too much yin food. Yin foods are expanding, yang foods are contracting. Some examples of yin food are sugar, fruit, alcohol, and stuff like that. And especially sugary foods from sweet drinks. Okay, I had an ice cream last night. Anyway, these suggestions may help be used for a sore throat with no other symptoms or an additional remedies in case of underlying disorders. To relieve a sore throat. Now she has several suggestions, but this is the one my mom always did for me, and this is the one I do for myself, and I did for my kids, and it works every time. I've never had it fail. A salt plaster used all night is very effective. The plaster can be used for children as well as adults who are suffering from a sore throat or tonsillitis. Okay, now she has other remedies, but I'm not going to focus on those. I'm going to read to you how to make this sore throat remedy that I'm using right now. And I had the page, but I took it out for some reason. Let's see. Salt plaster. Hold on one second. I got out of it and now I have to find it again. I'm going to give you the exact recipe because this is exactly how you need to do it and follow it exactly, okay? This plaster is useful for those suffering from a sore throat or sore tonsils. Mix 2 cups of sea salt. I used the Himalayan red salt last night, but it can't be the salt from the iodized salt because it doesn't have all the minerals and the naturalness that it needs. Mix 2 cups of sea salt with 5 to 6 tablespoons of water. 5 to 6 tablespoons of water, 2 cups of sea salt. Then when the salt is only slightly damp, you don't want to have it wet or your neck will be cold all night. Don't do that. Just put when the salt's only slightly damp, not wet. For children, use 1 cup of sea salt and 2 to 3 tablespoons of water. Put the salt in the center of the towel. Roll it. It says, put the salt in the center of a rectangular towel, kitchen towel, and roll the towel along the longer side. Wrap the towel around your neck and place a clean, dry towel over it. Apply before sleeping and leave on overnight. In the morning, all the salt will be dry. And here is a picture of how it's supposed to look. I did mine with a bathroom towel, and you have to close the end so the salt doesn't leak out of it. But I did mine with a bathroom towel. This morning, my sore throat is gone. Macrobiotics is a wonderful thing to use. I would highly recommend it for several things. I'm thinking about going back on the macrobiotic for my weight loss. I'm thinking.